Russell, it's such a pleasure to see you again. Hudun has done such an amazing job with this Icy Strait Point. What a port of call. I've never been to a port so more authentic than this port right here in Alaska.
Well, it's really important to us. When we started this, Bill, this is 20 years.
Wow.
20 years in the making. Last year was our 20th anniversary, and when we started this, the most important thing for us was about ensuring that our values as a community and as Alaska Native people are just built into the experience we were delivering to everybody. This is not Disneyland when you're out here.
Right.
It's real, it's authentic, and we want people to experience how we live.
Well, coming from some of the other ports, no discredit to the other ports of call in Alaska, but this port really gives you a true feeling of the essence of Alaska.
Differentiation. Again, it just gets back to how we live in these rural communities. And to your point, you don't take anything away from what other communities are doing, but we live here. I've grown up here. This is my life. My childhood is here. And I just wanted to ensure that when people come to Alaska, there's more than just the big, metropolitan areas, or we might refer to as metropolitan. There are these rural communities that a lot of us live in, and we want to ensure that these things are here for the next 100 years.
Yeah. And the abundance of whales. How do you arrange so many whales to appear all at once? Last time I was here a few years ago, there were more than, and this time there's always whales.
I think we're really fortunate. We're very fortunate. I always say, business is two things. It's, there's got to be the intelligence and you got to be smart about how you do it, but there's a little bit of luck associated with it. And us being close to, Glacier Bay and Point Adolphus, you've got an area where 3 bodies of water come together. There's a lot of feed, and you've got resident whales that stick around all year, and then we get the transitory whales that come and go as well. So we're very lucky and very fortunate.
Well, so you grew up here. You were a little child, and you haven't left. You still live here, not all year round, but most of the year.
Most of the year, I live in Juneau. Our headquarters are in Juneau, but my family lives here. My mom is still here. I just finished a house right next to my mom. She's 80 this year, and I want to ensure that I'm spending my time with her, but I think she would be incredibly, she is. She just looks at this and says, your dad would be proud. We would have never thought that Icy Strait Point would become what it's become. It's pretty amazing.
What's on the drawing board for the future?
Well, it's always about authenticity for us. You could continue to grow, but I think it's a little challenging for us out here.
Right.
You got the workforce issues, you've got housing issues. And I think, as you look around, we've got our own unique landscape out here and the story that we try to tell, but there are so many rural communities, Alaska Native communities that are like Huna that haven't had the opportunity to tell their story. And I think what's next on the drawing board is for us to be able to go out and take this model to other places and show that there are other stories out there. Yeah. Different ways to perpetuate our culture.
I can see why Porthole Cruise Magazine calls you the best Alaskan port of the year.
Yeah, it was very gracious of you. We love it.
Well deserved.
We continue to push it. Like I said, everybody's got their unique story to tell, and we tell our own, and we try to do it in an authentic way. And we appreciate you coming out, and you've been fantastic over the years. We our story, and we really appreciate it.
We love it here, and this is the first time I've actually did the zip line going down, so that was quite exciting.
How'd you do?
I did very well.
Yeah.
I may do it again. Actually.
Well, it's a little rainy.
A little rainy, but no,
Did it hurt?
Good. No, not at all.
Didn't hurt.
No. Before you know, it was over. So it was great.
It's fast. 60 seconds.
Yeah,
fast.
Exactly. Yeah. What a pleasure. Thank you so much, and continued success here at Icy Strait Point.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Russell.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers.